Ahead, another underwhelming jobs number, and it may look like a movie, but they are actually at a movie later in the show. Welcome to 3 Times Square this Friday from Reuters World Headquarters in New York. Not exactly what President Obama was hoping for. Another weak jobs report. August non-farm payrolls climbing just 96,000, well below the forecast. Previous month's gains were revised lower as well. The 8.1% unemployment rate looks like a positive sign until you hear that the labor market participation rate hit its lowest level in 30 years. And that means people are simply giving up looking for work. Checking stocks right now mixed, the Dow giving back earlier stronger gains. The president talking jobs in his Democratic convention speech, our daily digit 15, the number of times he mentioned the word as he accepted his party's nomination in Charlotte, North Carolina, Thursday evening. Obama asking for patience in rebuilding the economy and defiantly rejecting Mitt Romney's proposals for growth as heartless. The weak personal computer market claiming another victim. This time it's Intel. The Dow component withdrawing its full-year forecast as demand for its chips declines as businesses buy fewer PCs. It's a different story, though, for another Dow stock, United Technologies. It's sticking with its guidance for 2012. You can see United Technology shares rising, but Intel down about $1. Apple taking a bite out of a few stocks today, making it our power player of the day. Apple's now reportedly in talks to create a rival service to internet radio company Pandora. The New York Times reports Apple's service would likely be a pre-installed app on Apple devices. Pandora's stock sinking on that noise. Also sinking, actually more like cratering, is the stock of a company called Audience, which makes chips used in Apple's iPhones. But Audience now says Apple is unlikely to use its technology for the new iPhone 5. One day after Mario Draghi laid out his bond buying plan for the ECB, economists and politicians are chewing over the decision at a conference in Italy, including NYU's Nouriel Roubini.
I think it buys you time to do other things. You cannot resolve the Eurozone crisis only with money, and the ECB has been clear. You need progress on the structural, on economic, on the fiscal union, a banking union, economic union, on political integration, and all those challenges are still ahead of us. So it helps to buy time. It's not a game changer.
That voice you hear trying to get in the next question is our Jamie McGeever. He joins us now from the conference in Italy. Jamie, is Roubini in the mainstream with his views?
Well, Rhonda, you've heard from possibly the most pessimistic man in all of Chernobyl, certainly here at the Ambrosetti Forum. Everybody we've been speaking to here today has given Mario Draghi 8, 9, even 10 out of 10. One delegate called him the Mago d'Italia. That, of course, if you know you're Italian, is the Italian magician. Financial markets have certainly fallen under his spell. Stocks up, the euro above 127, and Italian and Spanish borrowing costs, bond yields falling. Italy 10-year back down toward 5%, and Spain well below 6%. Of course, the big question is, how long can this last? How long can this feel-good factor last? Well, the ECB has done its bit. The ball, of course, is now very much firmly back in the court of Eurozone governments. And as we all know, reform, implementation of those reforms takes time. At least, though, Mr Roubini is right in one sense, we can all agree that Draghi and the ECB has bought time. And right now, time is a very valuable commodity. Back to you, Rhonda.
All right, Jamie, thanks so much for that. Finally, a hot new way to catch a flick. Now, this might look like an episode of Jersey Shore or maybe a scene from some sort of erotic thriller, but the people you see are actually the audience, not the participants in the film. It's the Hot Tub Cinema in London's trendy East End. Event organizer Asher Charman explained the idea for the cinema was formed after enjoying a hot tub with some friends in his back garden. Now, the tubs hold 8 people. Strangers are indeed grouped together. And no, I did not say groped. That is the latest from 3 Times Square this Friday. You can follow us on Twitter at Reuters Insider and check out our Reuters YouTube TV channel at Reuters.com/ReutersTV. I'm Rhonda Schaffler. This is Reuters.